Hola mi gente chula y hermosa. El día de hoy I am going to make some chilaquiles with you guys. Ok mi gente chula, so vamos a necesitar dos sartenes, 2 pots. We're going to need a flat one like this to cook the actual chilaquiles on. And then you're going to need something like this to boil your chili in. So I'm going to go ahead and put some water in here. And then I like to get a plastic bag, like a grocery bag. And this is where I throw the seeds to the chili. So this is the one that I got. I think it's hand packed. And it looks like this. And this is going to be your chile colorado. Again, like I said earlier, we are making chilaquiles today. So I'm going to show you guys how to make some bomb Mexican chilaquiles. So I did go ahead and fill up my pan. It's about 3/4 full with water. I'm just going to keep it here. That way I could just throw the chili directly in there. So I got my pan right here with the water already in it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this. I'm going to go ahead and take out the seeds out of the chili. And we're going to put the chili to boil. And I used to do it before without boiling the chili. So I learned boiling the chili, started that way. Then I moved over to not boiling anymore. And I went back to boiling it because I've just noticed it just gives it a whole lot of it's more of like a better flavor. Oops. And there's some that are already seedless. So when you see me throwing some in there like that, that's because they don't have any seeds anymore. And they don't have the little colita either. I like to, when I make red chili for chilaquiles or enchiladas or whatever I make the red chili for, I always like to make extra so that I can have leftover. Because then I could use it like on other different foods. And now I'm going to go ahead and put it kind of high, just because we just need it to boil. That's pretty much it. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my blender, because we're going to need the blender. And we're going to need, I believe this is called a strainer as well. And then you're going to need a coco as well. This is where you're going to go ahead and blend your chili, and then you're going to go ahead and strain it here. And then we're going to need ajo and cebolla. Okay, so vamos a dar un diente de ajo. This one's pretty big. I like to just cut the ends, which makes it easier for you guys to peel off later. Okay, so there's one diente de ajo, and I have a little tiny bit one just to give the chili some flavor. And I'm going to throw that into the pan. And I already have my cebolla cut. So I'm going to do about this much. And we're going to go ahead and, I don't have any measurements guys, so just, and this is caldo de pollo. Okay guys, so now we're just waiting for the chili to be done. Okay, so otra cosa que me gusta hacer mientras de que se está hirviendo el chile, I like to get my tortillas ready. So here's the pan that I'm going to go ahead and make the actual chilaquiles in. I'm going to move this para que puedan ver ahí. And you guys could use any corn tortilla. What I like to do, it's super simple. You just cut these into little pieces and you just throw them in your pan. Y ahorita cuando lo empecemos a cocinar, we'll go ahead and throw some oil in there. But as of now, I just kind of like to throw these in there for now. It just saves time while the chili's boiling. Now I would say the hardest thing out of making chilaquiles is probably going to be your chili. but everything else is super easy. Okay guys, and you kind of just want to look and see what will be enough for you and your family. For us, Leandrito's with my sister right now, so it's just going to be us two for now, but he loves chilaquiles, so of course I'm going to make some for him as well too. So I'll leave some for him in here. And then you're also going to need cheese and salt, but that of course will come once you're actually baking the chilaquiles. So all I've really done is just put my tortillas in there, so you guys can see. So I'm just basically saving time. When my chili's done, then I already have my tortillas set. So los voy a enseñar. Okay, so ahora que ya está boiling, le vamos a apagar aquí y vamos a meterlo a la licuadora. So what I like to do, I like to get my little, I don't know what you call this, little rack, I guess. And I'll just put it on there so it doesn't burn. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put the chili inside of the blender. So, and it's okay if you're taking water with you because you're going to need water to blend it anyway. Which I like to use the same water that you boil the chili in. And usually I have to do 2 rounds of blending, but this one might be just 1. Okay guys, so este sí alcanzó nomás para 1 blend, which is good. Okay, so voy a dar otra cuchara porque esta casi no agarra mucho. So I'm going to get this one, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour. Oh, it might already have actually enough water. Didn't even notice. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and blend this, guys. Make sure you don't burn yourself. So we're going to put it in the blender. And then you do want to add some sal to your chili para que tenga buen sabor. And once again, I don't measure my steps because I kind of already know how to do it, but just as much as, you know, just kind of estimate how much you think it's going to need. You know, you don't want to put too much, but you don't want to put too little either. But you can always, it's better to put a little bit than to put too much because you can always put some when the chilaquiles are already done. And if it's too salty, then your food just got screwed. So we're going to do the top. So I hit my food chop first, so that I can go ahead and chop up all the onion and the garlic. And now that it's done that, you can kind of tell with how thick the chili is that you're gonna need a little bit more water. So now I'll just add a little bit of more water. So I added about 3 full spoons, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my low, and then I'll go to medium and then high, and it won't be on the food chop anymore because that one just kind of chops off your food. After that, you want it to go ahead and blend. Now that your chili is blended, and it still looks a little thick, which is fine. It doesn't have to be too, it's actually not supposed to be too watery. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my blender, and I'm gonna go ahead and just throw it in here. So as you guys can see, you're gonna throw your chili in there. I feel like my chili came out just perfect. And I like to take my bamboo spoon, which is this one here, and we're gonna go ahead and just mix it here. That way our chili could go right into the bowl. And as soon as I start seeing the bowl getting a little bit full, I'll pick it up. Now what I like to do sometimes too is I like to throw like maybe 2 or 3 chiles de árbol, but I didn't have any today. But we like our salsa very spicy. And so that's why I do that, but it's, I mean, it's your preference. If you don't like spicy salsa, I don't recommend it. If you do, then it definitely gives it a lot of more of a spicier taste. So it's awesome. I'm gonna show you guys what the chili looks like right there. Now we're gonna go ahead and move over to the actual cooking. Ahora lo que vamos a hacer es, vamos a prender la estufa and vamos a dejar que se, we're gonna fry, I guess you can call it, our tortillitas. And once they start turning like a little golden brown, that means they are done, and that means it is time to add our chili and our cheese. So voy a dejar poquito que se haga esto, lo voy a echar un poquito de aceite. And you want to make sure you add to the whole pan. Y ahorita le echamos el chile y el queso, so I'll be right back with you guys. So a mí me gusta usar este que se llama it's el mozzarella cheese, and it's so good. You guys can use whatever cheese you want, it being either white or yellow, or you can do the Mexican blend too, which is white and yellow. That one's really bomb too, but we did eat that for quite a while, so we kind of got bored of it, and now we're just doing mozzarella. Okay, mi gente chula, so ahorita vuelvo ya cuando esté listo las tortillas, pero sí les quiero enseñar un poquito cómo se debe de mirar. So nomás le siguen dando vuelta y vuelta y vuelta, como les dije, hasta que estén quemadas, pero así como que agarren un colorcito como cafecito. Y ahorita le echamos la salsa y el queso. Ok, mi gente chula, so como pueden ver ya está como tostaditos todas las tortillitas. So now that they're all golden brown, you can do this both ways. There's no right or wrong way. You could either put your cheese first and your chili after, or you could put your chili or your chili first and your cheese after. So I like to do my cheese first, and then once they're actually served on my plate, I do like to add a little bit more cheese to the plate itself. Okay, so ya le eché el queso, and now we're gonna go ahead and put the chili, and you're just gonna go around like this. Okay, and now you're just gonna go ahead and mix it all together. Oh my god, that looks so good. Ya se me está haciendo agua la boca. And I put just the right amount of chili. It's crazy, I'm like doing like everything just right today. So you just want to kind of go ahead and let that sink in a little bit. I would say like maybe give it another 2 minutes, if that, and your chilaquiles are done. So that is it, guys. That is how you make chilaquiles. That is pretty much it. Simple recipe and one of my faves. Y aquí está el plato mío.
Sí sabe cocinar esta mujer, ¿no?
Y sí salieron picositos. Super good. Está súper bueno. Bon appetit. Gracias por acompañarme. Ojalá les haya gustado el video. Si les gustó, denle un thumbs up, un like. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to comment as well. Si les gustaría que hiciera otro video de otra receta mexicana que me sea, con mucho gusto se las enseño. Pero ya fue todo por el día de hoy. ¿Tiene algo que decir, señor? Nomás lo veo que está come.
Vámonos.